It's still hustle and bustle in many parts of West Texas, even with oil at $45 a barrel. But oil industry personnel say out on site, it's just a little bit different. Right now, family members we've spoken to all say pretty much the same thing. They're in grieving. They're trying to just spend time together. In a number of residences, they've even built these sheds. Take a look inside. It's where the water pump is and the filters are housed. Point guard Patrick Beverly had quite the busy Wednesday. That evening, the basketball players suited up for the Rockets game against the Brooklyn Nets. Greg, thanks so much. Odessa police are investigating a double stabbing that happened at two different houses in West Odessa.
So far, it's been a pretty crazy evening. It started off, it wasn't bad. It was just some dust, just some light wind. Then over the next couple of hours, the water came in, the wind came in, the lightning came down terribly. But the worst part of it all was the hail. When the hail came down, a number of people had to stop and actually turn around. Actually, behind me, this is where the scene happened. And if you take a look over off to the left, you see the bus was pulled off and is now at a service road. They've been working for about an hour to get it out there.
And an Odessa man is in critical condition after a motorcycle crash this morning. Odessa police say around 1 a.m., 40-year-old Casey Dickman was traveling east on I-20. But it has switched between a light sprinkle and heavy rain. It does it very quickly, so make sure to keep that in mind, especially when you're driving. Take a look at the water down here. It's about a little above my ankle, and this is just in the parking lot. Even with oil closing in the 40s, Cargyle says that the industry doesn't stop. It just slows down. Odessa police say this is where the drunk driver hopped the curb and slammed into this house. Now take a look. You can see a chipped piece of concrete where the family says the car drove over towards the house. Now, once it actually made it over at the house, they have a metal guardrail going around here. You can see it's hard, but it was smashed all the way into the living room. Now come take a look at this couch. Family members say that this was in the center of the living room, and usually there's someone sleeping on it every night. Residents, investigators, and officials in Pecos County say they're fed up with illegal dumping. Whether it's corroded barrels, glass bottles, a pile of old leftover tires, or an oil spill, they say it's time to take action. With new apps popping up on your phone, and new websites constantly coming up on the computer, predators can now reach you more easily from the comfort of your own home. Take a look at this fire truck. It holds 1,000 gallons of water. That's 10,000 of these fire trucks completely gone. The crash site is still extremely active with law enforcement picking through all the debris. You can still see them actually looking at the correctional bus. Law enforcement says that it was a Texas Department of Criminal Justice bus carrying 15 people that went off of the I-20 overpass near Penwell and hit the top of a moving train. The wreck killed 2 correctional officers as well as 8 inmates. Then 5 were transported to the Medical Center Hospital in Odessa. The Department of Public Safety says that the bus was traveling between El Paso and Abilene, with El Paso as the final destination. If you take a look up, you can actually see DPS trying to get video of the area, still trying to investigate and find out exactly what happened. The scene now has tons of law enforcement still picking through, trying to find remains and find out exactly how it happened. A number of different law agencies are working together. They tell us that it was because of slick roads that this happened. When the call came in at 7:30, they believe that the bus actually hit an ice patch and then flew off the side. They are still investigating, though. In Penwell, Sarah Strackhouse for 10's 5 Eyewitness News. This is the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol housing complex. Many in the community say they came here this year to get their candy and didn't expect to see what they did. Costumes, scares, and most importantly, candy. They're concepts that go with Halloween, but this year, Presidio residents have something else to associate with the holiday.
I just think it's racist.
I don't know. I don't have anything to say. It bothers me.
Adeline says she was trick-or-treating with her daughter and saw this sign posted at the housing complex on her way out. It reads, "Only American families will receive candy." And Adeline says the person at the door was dressed as Uncle Sam. Some social media reports say the man responsible may have been dressed as Donald Trump. Joke or not, parents say the message didn't seem right at a Border Patrol housing facility in a town where it's common for Mexican children to cross the border to trick-or-treat.
You know, a lot of kids do come over from the other side for free candy and stuff like that. It's just part of the way we grew up. I think if it was a joke, it would have been highlighted as a joke, but it really didn't seem like it.
While the sign may be taken down now, it's already sparked anger amongst many in the community, and they say they want to see some sort of action taken.
It makes you think how is he gonna treat people that he gets in the border?
Am I supposed to take a passport to get free candy?
We asked U.S. Customs and Border Protection if there were going to be any repercussions for whoever posted the sign. They and the Big Bend sector released a statement saying they regret an employee chose to post the sign in question at his residence during Halloween. The sign does not reflect the opinion of this agency. We respect all people regardless of their culture, nationality, or country of origin. We apologize for any harm this incident may have created in our relationship with the community. No word yet on any action taken on the employee. In Presidio, Sarah Strackhouse, CBS 7 News.